And welcome back, my friends. It's your old pal Tino. Oh, hup. Hey ho. Quickly adjusting his headset. Oh, hey. I think that's pretty good. Okay. I'm here to play a little bit more Final Fantasy 2. Man, is it going to be fun. Oh my gosh. Final Fantasy 2, you are such a delightful game. A sexy lady. Okay, so we left off in Taroya. And I'll give you a basic synopsis of all the baloney that I did not put in this video. By the way, that woman, not dead, sunbathing as it turns out. So, in Taroya, you need to make sure that you buy light armor and a non-metallic weapon for every character in your party. Luckily, Cid automatically comes with a hammer-type weapon, which is very nice. And let's see here. Basically, Cecil is the one who really needs essentially an entire set of new gear. The old karate master Yang is totally good to go. His claw weapons are essentially unaffected. Let's see. Tella is basically pretty good too. He doesn't need any significant weapon changes. Man, those were some good items. So in Taroya, you want to make sure you explore this little secret area here. Grab all of those chests. There's some very, very yummy, yummy, delightful, delightful goodies. Delicious, delicious yum-yums. So once you've grabbed that stuff, you can start making progress towards, oh my god, get out. Get out of the waterway now. Thank you, God. Sometimes those things get stuck in there, and it's just so frustrating. Okay. But it didn't happen, so we can just let it go. Oh, this is where naming ways and the blah-de-blah. In those buildings where there's like the desks and the guy who names you, you basically learn about combat and stuff. Blah, 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 blah. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and continue onward. Once you have gotten to Taroya, you need to go to the main castle. Because there's a certain someone that we have to visit. You actually don't need to speak to the elder women who are up in this main room up to the north there. But if you go into the west side and out onto the castle thingy and then over meow. What's this? It's Edward. Can you believe it? Oh, Edward. Yes, I love how they play harp music. Cecil, so you are alive. Let me join you. What can you do in such a wretched condition? Oh, Tella. Don't you see, Tella? Edward loved Anna. Oh. Yang, so you survived attack of the Leviathan. Yes, he did. Oh. But where's Rydia? We don't know. That's okay. We're gonna... Oh yeah, we already have the airship, which is just so delightful. Full map exploration, ho. Caught in the crystal. No. Caught in exchange for the crystal. Yes. Turns out their crystal here is in the hands of the Dark Elf, who is in a cave called Cave Magnes, or Magnus, or something. Which coincidentally sounds like magnetic, which explains why you need to have everyone in light armor and can't have any metal weapons. At the moment I'm kind of cheating because I was farming some levels. I highly recommend that you grab a few extra levels in the surrounding area of Taroya. The mobs they're a little bit more difficult. They can be a little frustrating, but the XP is extremely lucrative. You definitely can get like 1,000 XP per fight, which at this point means you only need between like 5 and 7 fights or so. So right now, before I do anything, you can see there's a black chocobo, or chocobo, however you want to say it, my bad, up to the north of the castle here. I'm going to jump on his back, and he's going to show you quickly the way to his, lair, where you pick up a black chocobo, or chocobo. I don't know why I can't say it right. So, you need to snag one of these handsome gentlemen in order to progress to the dungeon that's related to, or excuse me, the dungeon where where the Dark Elf is sneaking around. The white chocobo there will actually heal you, so if you can catch him. Oh, yeah, I gotcha. Okay. So once you've got the black chocobo, you need to go up to this little nook right here. And that right there is Cave Magnes. So we're going to just go ahead and sneak right in there. Now... Oh. Okay. Magnetic field. I'll do it with my magic, as Tella says. Yep, we're going to be relying on Tella's magic. As you can see, most of my characters are 25, 26 or higher. Cecil is lower than everyone else because his levels reset when he turns into a paladin, like a chach. So he can't have his sword equipped, which he has right now. So he, unfortunately, has to use the Great Rod. I can't remember which arrow is most effective right now. I think it's the fire arrows for this dungeon, but I can't be 100% positive. I don't think anybody else has any metallic equipment on, and the only reason he had his sword on was particularly for the farming. I think Tella's going to be okay with the flame rod, but I can't be positive. We will find out! Ah yes, everybody's fine. Oh, duty pants. Okay, these guys are unfortunately very difficult, but they're weak to stone. Ooh, and you can cast on all of them. Oh, yeah. Yes, stone magic. Oh, crap. When it hits is incredible, but if it doesn't hit, then it doesn't do anything. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. These things do a butt ton of damage, unfortunately. And I hates it. Try this again. Stone ho. If I can get the stone to hit, it will one-shot this enemy. I know this for a fact. Yes. Okay. There we go. I was like, I knew that worked. I don't know what's going on here. The enemies in this area are fairly difficult, but that being said, compared to the enemies on the world map in this area, they're not as difficult. The world map enemies assume that you're using the best gear for your characters possible at the time. And in this dungeon, you are not doing that at all. Not even a little bit. Holy smokes. Oh my god, he takes so much damage. Yes, stone this guy. Yuck. Cure 2, Tella, right now. Go, Cecil, go. Healing train, we're gonna jump on it. Oh, it's too bad Tella missed again. Damn it, Tella. Hit your target. I don't think stone is expensive in MP, though. I don't think it is. I hope it's not expensive. 15. Yeah, it's not bad. For an instant kill move, 15 is very reasonable. Holy crap. That's what the damage is like. Haha, you stupid ogre. They're taking so much damage because I have... Unfortunately, everyone has to have light armor on. And they get lit up. They just get lit right up. We're still sort of in the early part of the game. We're getting close to the halfway point, but there's some people like to think that when you switch between the above world and the below world, that's the halfway point, but I think it's a little bit later than that because there's a lot more post said switchover, so you'll see when we get there. But I definitely think that this area is one of the ones that sort of signals the direction of later dungeons. They're going to start getting longer. There's more convoluted routes to get there. Being very musical in my speech, but the main point is that the dungeons are getting longer and they're going to be a little more frustrating from now on. Almost every dungeon has some sort of naughty mob that does all kinds of terrible status effects to you. Okay, I do have a couple of ethers, which is good. Tella's definitely going to need one of those in a second or two. Actually, you know what? Let's use some of these cure ones on Tella while we're in the menu. Give him another one. Okay. So this dungeon doesn't have that many screens that you have to navigate, but there are a couple of doorways that you don't need to enter. They do typically have chests and stuff like that that you can open though, so can be worth it. Oh, that's right, you don't have any more MP. Great. So unfortunate. Don't you do it. Ah, you jerks. I hope that these fire arrows are doing the most damage I could be. These enemies aren't too bad, though. 30 MP from an ether? Oh my gosh. What a waste of my time! Thankfully, Cecil and Yang still do a significant amount of damage. At least I know that the fire arrows are working decently. At least against the cave bats here. Oh-ho! 484 damage, my friend. That means you are dead! D-E-D. Dead. What's in here? I'll take a heal. Never a bad thing. Not like the best thing I could get, but not necessarily the worst thing. I bet there's something over here, but maybe not, and maybe I just went the wrong way. I basically did just go the wrong way. Well, what's done is done. I don't think there's any other chest in here. Ah, this doorway, I believe, is a quote-unquote incorrect route, but I believe that there's something yummy in here. So we're going to sneak over and see what we can nab. I'm not going to waste any magic on these guys. The only move they do is Vampire, and it only does like 30 damage at the most. So we can just physical attack all these guys. Haha! Crit from freaking Sid, man. Nice. Every once in a while, he'll surprise you. Just a little bit, though. Not that much. Ah, an ether. That's always good. I don't think there's anything... Oh, I lied. There is something. Just a little bit of money. Just a little bit of money. Not really worth my time. Nuts. Okay. So I'm going to attempt to hit this guy with stone. I'm hopeful. Not kidding myself, but I'm hopeful. Go, go, go. Yeah! Awesome! Awesome. I love when those actually connect properly. Oh, Yang, man. He is just devastating with those claws, man. Such a ridiculous amount of DPS. Considering how far we are in the game, he's like doing 500 damage already. It's awesome. It's awesome. I like it. I like it. Muy macho. Yes, use your hammer, Sid. Stop vampiring everyone, for God's sake. Don't you see how little it does? Yeah. Cutting him down. Tella will, of course, miss, because we don't expect him to do a lot of melee damage. He is a caster. You only get like a third of the XP in this cave that you would get on the map. So I'm going to have to reiterate again, before you come in here, get a couple of levels on everybody, just because you're going to have to wear light gear while you're clearing out this dungeon. And that's not very fun. Vamp Girl, don't be a jerk. Actually, I believe the Vamp Girl is not a particularly dangerous enemy. I don't think so. Of course, as soon as I say that, she's going to start casting Doom on everyone or something like that. Okay. No, not going to waste your MP. Don't need to. Vampire Schmampire. Yes. Fires and missiles. Awesome, I love the cat claw attack. Hoop. Okay. Yeah, we like these. We like these very much. Gives me time for a sip of mango lemonade. Oh man, I love a good golden bear. Yummy, yummy. Oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and save in here really quickly. Just because I like to pretend that this file is legitimate. I know that the save stating and stuff sort of takes away from that to a certain degree, but, you know, I might as well take advantage of technology if I can. It's kind of interesting, however, though. I've noticed that emulating just about any kind of video game, the emulation suffers from all the same drawbacks that the systems used to have, you know, back in the day. It's kind of funny. It seems like with the, you know, the strength of computers now, you might be able to tweak the item that emulates, or, excuse me, not the item, tweak the emulations processor or something like that, but just talking out of my butt. I don't know nothing. I just played a game and say thank you. Okay. So we're making some good progress here. This is also not the door I want to go into, but, like I said, almost always a chest in every one of these. No! Back attack. Darn it, I hate how back attack also means surprise. It's like, come on. How am I also surprised? Can't give them both. The worst thing is I have to change in order to do appropriate damage, because, well, Cecil, my friend, has a bow right now, so he's not going to be hindered, but everybody else is. And I hates it. Alright. You're gonna have to have everyone change. Thank you. I believe Sid does more damage in the front row, though. Maybe I should put him in the front row. I don't know. I don't think it matters that much. Cure 3, cool. And a Cure 2, I'll take that also. The Cure 3 is not necessarily something I want to be using anytime soon. But in a, you know, really tight pinch, that'll help a lot. Right now, Cure 2 does like 500 or 400 or so life, so that's actually pretty solid. I don't need to waste my time. Don't need to waste it. This episode is being a little bit longer than my typical episode length, though, so I think I'm going to have to cut this one right before the boss and maybe start the next one with the boss of this dungeon. Yes, Tella, you're going to fight. I know it sounds crazy, but ain't no thing. Ain't no thing. Man, I'm surprised at how much damage he does with the bow. Normally he's got like a sword or something, so you'd think that Cecil or Lyses, however you want to say it. That's what it is backwards. Seems like he would do, you know, less with the bow because it's not his typical modus operandi, not his normal way. Haha. Ooh. Ooh. New claw weapon. I wonder if this is going to affect his DPS in any way. Nope. Absolutely identical, so we're going to go ahead and keep that on him. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the boss now. I'm almost positive. I think I can't be 100% sure as to whether or not the boss is close, but I think I do this screen, and then that takes me to like a sort of crystal room kind of thing, and then I can just beat the boss. I like how the enemy scanned one of my characters and alerted me. Let's see if we can't stone this guy. Sorry, the mouth trumpet just flew out of me. Yes! I love when stone actually hits. It makes me so happy. Give them the claws. And that's really cool how the charm thing can actually do said ability to the enemy it hits. Very, very cool. It's not going to do anything against the boss, but it's great for these normal mobs. Random encounters are nothing when you can charm half the enemies you fight. Yes! Strike first. Awesome. That's really cool, because this group of enemies normally gets to hit you before you get to hit them. I shouldn't be wasting his magic right now. Lest I have to use a whole bunch of ethers, which now we know only restore 30 MP. Stupid game. Stop with the vampire. So redundant. Darn you redundant cave bats. Learn to be creative and spontaneous. Another vampire on the exact same character. At least vary your targets, for goodness sake. Sheesh. Sheeshu, sheeshu. Ah, yes, I do want to go in here. Oh, another save point. Okay, cool. Okay, great. I might as well just go ahead and use the tent. Might as well. Yay! Okay, let's do a quick saverooski. Booyah! Okay, so I think that's a good place to stop this episode. And next time I see you guys, we will pick up with the boss of this area, I think. And then continue on with the story. So thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you in the next episode.